How are you doing?
Oh, besides the head cold, doing wonderful. And your crew has been so nice.
Oh, thank you.
How many kids do you have, Jamie? I wanted to know. Just curious.
I heard you talk about Luca or somebody.
Luca?
I have two. Luca and Malu.
Malu?
What? That is so cool.
How do you spell Malu?
Malu.
Is that a girl?
A girl, yes.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
What does that mean, Jamie?
It's Polynesian for peacefulness.
Oh, wow.
What? The way that the Portuguese, normally the firstborn daughter is Maria Luisa. They shorten it, M-A-L-U.
Are you Portuguese or your husband? Or?
My husband is, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
How old are they? I'm just curious. We just want to get to know you a little bit. We're just curious. I was wondering this yesterday.
Luca is 10, and in December, and Malu turned 7 in October.
Do you feel like any of them have any gifts, abilities, or do you notice stuff like that at that age? Or I'm sure you would. If anyone would know, you would.
You can't not see it in my
Right.
He uses it.
Oh, he does?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie, can I ask you something really personal? But you don't have to answer. You can. No is a perfectly great answer. Are you on good terms with your mom? Because for some reason I got a feeling like she made you put your gift away. If that was painful.
From something or Marshawn read. Is
I want to see how intuitive I am.
Yeah, my mom did make me put my gifts away when I was younger.
Really?
Do you think that's... What do you think about that now, being a mom and an adult and stuff?
Well, you can clearly see how... I, at least, got to clearly see how hard it was for my mom to handle me.
Right.
Because I had all these concepts and ideas that she never gave me. She never showed me. I knew things that were happening before they happened. And then when my son started doing this, I got to really talk to her about it. And she was like, you got to understand, I didn't know what you knew. I just thought it was all your imagination. And she did her very best to help me.
Right. I guess, but I just, like when we had the reading last time, I won't go into great detail, but my dad walked in and he was like, so how's the other side? Kind of condescending, And he just has no belief system, so we kind of got in a little bit of a tiff because we were excited, like we know better to talk than to talk to him, but we were decompressing, and he couldn't have walked in the worst time. He was looking for Sage's husband, Kevin, to go to the gym, and I don't know, I was like, did you meet your mom like that? But putting myself in a parent's shoes, I said to my dad, I can understand you walk in and your daughters are talking to dead people. I can understand that it's a little bit nervousness that you have on your part, but I'm not a Bible thumper because he thought we're religious. Like he goes, you guys are just choosing different words. But
somehow he thinks the afterlife is tied to God and heaven and hell and all that. And I guess I just don't look at it that way. I think it's so much bigger than all that. It's not tied to religion to me. In terms of it's not just about that,
Right.
So.
And I just told him basically, and I'm sure you've had this conversation in your lifetime. I was like, Dad, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm inviting myself to look at it. I didn't want to freak him out, I said, all your children are alive, And so he was like, okay, that's a good word. You're inviting yourself to look at it.
The weirdest thing is he was a philosopher for over 20 years before he got into academia at Emory University in Georgia. Yeah. And so philosophy, I don't know how much you know about that. It questions everything. So for him to be so closed off is like
some tragedy happened. He's not telling us about or something.
So like
he's so stuck.
Yeah, it's like he's so shut off about it.
Right,
so.
And it's not that he doesn't believe. That's fine, if he doesn't believe. Because he's going to jump in the same pond we're all going to jump into. He doesn't
at all, Shani.
Yeah, but the problem is he won't even hold a conversation about it, and that's weird.
Oh, no, he does.
Oh, with Sage he does.
I've talked with him about it quite a few times.
Okay,
he will.
Well, that was the first I had seen of it. It wasn't pretty. I was like, oh,
he does.
God.
He'll talk with you about it.
But I don't know. So that's what I was just asking you. Does anyone else in your family have it before you?
My grandmother, my great-grandmother, my aunt.
Oh.
On your dad's side?
It runs in the females.
Females on my dad's side.
Wow. Does your dad have it, Jamie?
As he's getting older, he can start seeing the light. And he gets really excited. He'll give me a call. Oh, look what I saw. Oh, you know.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's so cool. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm trying to download this one thing while I'm talking with you. I got a new phone here.
Jamie, I was looking for a pen. Was it hard? Like, did you have a certain friend at school, or did kids, you know?
Yeah, did anyone, like, warm up to you, or did you have to, like, stuff it down? Especially in Georgia. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, God.
Did you grow up in Georgia, Amy?
In Florida,
Jamie?
right?
Yeah, Florida, which is
same thing
here. But still, it's more of a, it's just south of the Bible Belt, and I grew up Baptist.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
They stopped taking me to church around 6 years old because I wouldn't stop complaining.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, do you think you were sent to this earth to do this gift? How many people would you say are in the world that have your gift?
Everyone.
Really?
Oh, you're a bunch of baloney.
You just think it's what all these things we can do to tap into what our special ability would be? Like, you know how there's so many different mediumships, so it would be like you find your niche or your thing. Yeah.
That's I believe I'm part of the norm. I think this is how we are meant to work, but that our culture and society has just trained us out of our intuitive abilities so that the structure of government could work better. They could organize the masses better.
Oh, wow.
It shuts us all down.
Yeah.
It shuts us all down. And if you don't embrace these things and invite people to look into it, think about it. All the shows and stuff I've seen with any activity in homes and stuff where people are having problems, it's always the children that can see. Always. And it's like a universal thing almost. And
the animals.
And after previous life things, besides NDEs, previous lives, it's always the children at a certain age start remembering things about their past lives. And for some reason, the slate wasn't clean on their way in, and they remember. And yeah, it's like it's actually, sort of beat out of us and like numbed out. And like nobody embraces it, and so by the time you get to the age where you could actually start getting better with it, it's shut down.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jamie, can you see us? Like, how far does it go?
Yeah, can you see us right now? Like, if you were to look in on us?
Like, energetically, I can see you.
Okay.
What color hair do we have and stuff? Can you see that or no?
It's just energy. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see it, but if I calm down enough, I could probably astral
see us.
I used to be so much better at it, like through college, but then the dead people just got bigger and better, and that was easier for me, so I kind of dropped astral projection.
You could astral project?
Yeah, really well when I was in high school and college.
Oh, wow. What was I? Oh, I read about you that your kid on Facebook, it was so cute. Your little boy lied about chocolate or something, and I put, that's really going to help you in the teen years.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance, Jamie.
I know.
Like, if you would just stop looking at me, I could do what I want.
Oh, Sage had something go off on her phone. Oh, that's what he said? Do you catch him every time?
Yeah, because he knows I can see his light.
Oh, wow. Oh, can you see our auras or no?
Yeah, I can see that.
What color is it? Like, how do you know?
Yeah. Do you know what color Marshawn's aura is?
Okay, so who should I focus on first?
Marshawn.
Either one.
Okay. Marshawn. Your energy is really layered with a lot of yellow. So I know you're really heady, you're intellectual. You like to break it down. So the reason I laughed is you'll think about things till God knows how long. I mean, you go to bed problem solving and you wake up problem solving. And the neat thing about this is you'll see answers to problems that nobody would think of. Yeah, and you're just thinking, God, were you dumb? Because your level of intelligence far exceeds that of the general population.
Okay, so where do I kiss you? Seriously. If I had a magic wand, I'd make your head cold go away. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I know.
I took Sudafed for the for the first time in years. It kind of makes me feel like I'm on acid.
Yeah,
that's going to make you feel weird. Yeah.
That stuff makes me feel spacey.
Oh, Benadryl makes me feel like that, like I'm drunk.
Yeah, weird.
Well, we'll get a kick out of you.
Yeah,
just be
so
yourself. Yeah.
just relax. It's just us.
So, wait, I'm going to finish. There's many layers of yellow, but in between you have these blues. There's a darker blue, and then there's kind of a pale yellow, and then we have a light blue, and then a darker yellow, and then I have this green color. And these different colors of blue, they're all about communication and honesty. So for you, I would say, God, you know what, some of your best career choice would be being a detective or researcher or an attorney. Someone who has to use their voice for the good cause of all, to be just drilling people to get to the bottom of the truth. Yeah, and then the green on the outside shows that you're driven by passion. You're driven by heart. So if someone breaks down and, cries in front of you while you're ripping them a new asshole, you'll stop. And you'll go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Give me a hug. I didn't mean to be so mean. I just wanted you to hear the truth. Like, you'll catch yourself and embrace somebody for being exactly who they are. And it's a great balance to everything that you have.
Aw, thank you. Was such a compliment, but detective and communication, oh my goodness, and cause, Griffen, yeah, thank you so much, Jamie.
You could easily fall into politics. Mm-hmm. I'm serious, like, it will start with the neighborhood, and then, you'll do something for the city, and it can just grow and grow and grow. So be careful. If you don't want to be in that, you got to just tell it no right from the start.
Yeah.
When you put your toe in, people are like, oh my God, she's amazing. We have to have her.
Aww.
And they vote for you. They pull you in. And, getting praise from everybody like that feels damn good. And you're damn good at the job. So, you got to be careful.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because, I wanted to work on changing the law. Like, not only do the Good Samaritan law just went into effect after Griffen died, but I was like, I want to do more than the Good Samaritan law. Like, I want to call it Griff's gift, and not only do you not get in trouble if someone's overdosing and you call, regardless of what they're overdosing on, but you go to jail if you don't call, and it was interesting because a lady, actually a psychic, called me because her daughter had, called my friend and asked if she could bring me and speak to me. Her daughter had died relatively the same way. I was too sad to be in her presence because she was too sad, and I kind of whispered to my friend, like, hey, I give her all the love, but if I'm that way in a year or 2 years, just shoot me. I can't be in this right now. It's too, the energy was just too, I was already sad, and I just feel, it was more than sad. It was like crazy. I can't explain it, but, sorry, my phone's buzzing, but, anyway, so it was interesting. She wanted me to go to Congress with her. That's what I was getting to if I didn't say that. I got disrupted because my phone was beeping, but,
oh, yeah, that would have sucked you in, man. You would have, if you would have followed through with that, you would still be messing with it today.
Yeah. And it's like, I still go to bed thinking about that, wake up thinking about it. But, I'll still definitely do something great with it so Griffen doesn't die in vain, for sure, included with the book. But also, like, I want to do it with my family or by myself. It would be hard for me to join with somebody that's so sad,
Yeah, you can't do that. With all the green on the outside, you absorb other people's emotions. That's when you stop in your tracks and you go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got to take care of you.
Right.
So you're not busting ass anymore. You're bowling and mothering.
Right. And I've done that my whole life because that was something Griffen brought up about not worry so much about saving other people, save myself. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, you do. How do you, I always do that, and I don't think you should ever be cold, but at what expense do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like everywhere. And then you're pulled everywhere, and you're like, how do I get all these needy friends? You know what I mean? So you're like, and you love them, and they're sweet, but it's showing something about your personality, So.
Very true. He's ready to start sending you people who want to build alliances, stand together rather than need you. He's so ready for you. Your mom. Your mom has to interrupt and say hello.
I love my mom.
Hey, Mom.
She said she wanted to talk more this time. We've made her be quiet the last time. Not made her. She's been, I think, as a parent, she was just quiet for me to talk to Griff. Yeah, to get a few things straight. Yeah, but thank you, Jamie.
That she's going to start supporting the same thing and sending people your way that don't need you, but find camaraderie.
Mm-hmm.
So ideas will start to spark, and they'll seem completely out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
As what comes up, it'll be, oh, that's so ridiculous. We won't be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then other people will come into play that say, oh, I've got the funds for that. Oh, no, I can make that happen for you. It's going to grow.
I can see that, and not to get a big head or anything, I can just see that as a passion, driven by passion of what happened, not even ego, just passion, like this has to happen.
Have you two started talking about opening a center or opening a place?
No, I did start working on Griff's book a little bit, but no, I think that'd be amazing.
I got the book, that's clear, but they're showing me it's a physical location.
Oh, wow.
And it's a place you go to. It's called yours. It's yours. And I'm asking them, why is it theirs? What's going on? What are they doing? So it's not that you are teaching or you are doing the lecturing and so forth, but you are pulling in other people and supplying space for groups to occur, to happen. It could be grieving groups. It could be, spiritual groups, public readings, all kinds of availability of looking at emotional support.
Wow. It's interesting you say that because I'm ready now. And we had talked about all those things you said, not a center, but a grief group, speaking. I did do some speaking, like to one school, a private school, but it was 8th grade, so I had to be careful what I said. They asked me to be careful. And then I stopped for a while because, as you can imagine, probably with other parents and mothers you've talked to, the ups are so infrequent at first and the downs are so down. And it's hard. With me, my depression showed through paralyzation and just couldn't get out of bed and that kind of thing. So, but I did speak at Griffen's death date the first year, and we released doves and stuff. And it was interesting because we were running late as usual, and because we're free spirits, and we had to make the flowers and everything.
Tell yourself whatever you need to, Mom.
Exactly. But I was telling, as we were turning into the place of rest, Griffin, not cemetery, he corrects that, or graveyard, he doesn't like that.
No, doesn't like it. Yeah.
No, he said, can we call it something else? Graveyard sounds so final. And I said, of course, place of rest. And so as we were turning in, I turned down the radio and told Sage we could just be quiet for a minute. And then I just spoke from my heart, and I felt really comfortable with it. And I don't know, I just feel like I've been really honest about what happened to Griff. Not just what happened, but, he's a kid, he's a teenager, he's going to experiment. And I was really honest about it. So, and where we live, it's although now heroin is an epidemic, a lot of people around here are like, oh, my kid would never touch heroin. Well, I didn't think my kid would either. And the coroner had told me, Marshawn, don't lose your message. She was so sweet to me, which I was shocked because you'd think she'd have to be a little cut off for that job. But I'll never forget at his death scene, she told me, Marshawn, I don't find, because I know it's heroin, and she couldn't find any marks on him. She goes, don't lose your message, because, and she did her nose like snobby. People around here would say, my kid would never touch heroin. It could be alcohol, because foaming at the mouth is indicative of any overdose, and more kids die of alcohol than anything else. And kids need to know that
Griff says that when you open up the place, you can just call it gifts.
Okay, I love that.
S, like it's a possession, gift.
I love that, G.
Gift without the S, G?
Gifts.
Apostrophe S.
Oh, wow.
And then he said when people come in, they can place their loved one's name in front of it.
Oh, I like that.
Feel like it's their place. So like say if this woman's daughter, Jennifer, died, it'd be Jennifer's gift to that woman.
You mean like place their names on bricks or something significant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And
it's really cool.
He says, and when you talk about it, you can call it griffsgift.
Okay.
But when you talk about it publicly, you announce, put your loved one's name in front of it and come to gifts and learn meditation, learn how to eat right, learn, how to help yourself grow through the times of transition.
When he says through the times of transition, does he mean life and death, or does he mean grieving?
The death of a loved one, he says, the full year cycle before you ever get the hang of it.
Oh, yeah.
You live in shock for the first full year.
Oh, yeah.
Because every day this is the first day he's never been here for July 4th. This is the first day he's never been for Thanksgiving.
Right.
This is the first day he's not been for his birthday. He said, so if you run a whole year program, and you call it a month before Thanksgiving, my new Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
And you teach people how to involve their loved ones without seeming, what did you say? He started laughing when he said it. Psycho. He said it really funny. Not seeming psycho without seeming, overly dedicated to the dead. And how to make, arts and crafts that have their loved one's name on it and how to place it on the table so that they feel like they're a part of it. You don't have to ignore the dead because their physical body can't show up. Then you could have my first birthday, my first, Christmas transition, all these, and teach and show about it. Because I'm all for it, man. It doesn't have to be that big of a place. It just needs to have one good room, and you constantly have these lectures. And you know what? You can even do grants and get the city to donate money and get the state and get the government to give your ass money.
Dear Congressman, can you give my ass money?
Give my ass that money.
That's actually so beautiful.
That's
it could
so
be like
beautiful.
a healing center.
Yes.
For grieving. It was so crazy, G's talking about this, because every time I think about Shawnee, I have been going back about Shawnee. I've been going back to her working with people because it's my husband and I kept looking for grieving groups online for Roni to get help. Roni, that's my other nickname for her. Shawnee. And so, however, I thought honestly, the way people respond to her and the way she responds to people, that I could see her doing one better than anything that's probably out there that I can find.
Other than yours. Yeah.
And then, but I meant for out here with there are so many parents out here that have lost their kids.
Totally agree. You get so excited.
Yeah. So it's like Shawnee would just shine in that situation. I know she would. It would bring her to life, and it would give her a purpose. Yeah, purpose. And
it would feed other books. You could have, my first year. And then you could write about those things that you've been teaching. But it can't just be based on the death of children. It's got to be the death of anyone that you loved, even maybe your dog.
Right. Thank you, Griffen. Yeah, I love that. Like people can love their dogs as much as if they don't have children, and or even if they do, people love their animals like they're their children. So it's like, absolutely.
If you love big, yeah.
Gotta have a class on pulling the plug, man.
You're pulling the plug, G?